Welcome to our 5-week tough love group. I'm so thrilled you're here, you guys. I wanted to take a second and just talk to you about how this group is going to work and how you can get the most out of it. But before I do, I really want to share with you why I'm doing this and the whole purpose behind it. And what that is I had an aha moment recently. I used to think that I needed to give someone every little step. Okay, invite your people here, do this, here's your checklist, and you're going to see some of that in here. I'm going to give you the steps, do not fear. But what I realized is it has to come from within, even more than just giving you the steps. Because if I have to give you the little steps, but you don't want to do it, or you don't feel like it's right, or you don't have a vision for where you're going, you're not going to stay consistent. But if there is a passion in you and a drive and a fire, and you know you are called and you want to make an impact, or maybe it's not even about, you're called to be a Plexus ambassador, but what if Plexus is the vehicle to do the thing that you are called to do? Maybe it's to support a child across the world somewhere. Maybe it's to support a missionary, or maybe it's to take your family on a Disney cruise, or to buy your child a car because they're starting to drive already. So, whatever it is, let this be the tool. But again, it could be even more like that there are people suffering out there in their health, and we have this tool, we have these products that they need, and so you feel a responsibility that you've got to be able to tell people about that. You got to know the reason why you're doing this, and so we're going to be really focusing on that more than just the daily tasks, because when I first started 9 years ago, I had a dream in my heart. I didn't know anything, it blew up way more than I could ever imagine, but it was more about, man, if I could just make $200, like my big dream was $200 a month so that I could take my kids to Chick-fil-A, they can get their own meal, and we can have the gas money to get there. And I don't have to be embarrassed when I didn't have the money to go. And then it became, what if we can put our child in a classical Christian school, or a Christian school, because I'm about to, homeschooling was a lot, you guys. So whatever it is, like, know why you're doing this, and your reasoning, no matter what it is, it's not too small. It's not, I used to think, man, mine needs to be like much bigger. Like, I need to change the world and rescue all the orphans. And believe me, I want to do things like I want that. But sometimes it's got to be, well, could I, give $20 extra a month to this orphan? Like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It could be whatever God has called you to do. And so I'm going to be honest with you, I have not had this passion and this fire that I have right now I was thinking about it yesterday, in about 3 years. And back in 2020, when the whole world was shutting down, I had this something in me that was like, I need to be a ray of hope for people. We've got a business opportunity, we've got health products that people need right now. And I became unstoppable. And I feel it right now with this recession that people are struggling with people's jobs going here and there. Like, I something in me, I just was able to just release the burden of feeling like I'm not good enough, because that's just a lie from the enemy. And that's what I would tell myself is, well, I don't know how to tell. Yes, I do. I have tools to know how to show you what to do. I've done it myself, so I can show you the way. But really, I love our industry. I love our company, and I know how to build in a way that honors God. And so it is my responsibility, because I know I'm somebody that has character and integrity and has a true passion to help people. And so I am the leader that God is calling me to be. And so are you. So you've got to know why you're doing this. Okay. And so I really want you to be thinking about it. We are going to actually be creating vision boards. So stay with me. I want to talk about that at the end. But how does this group actually work? So let's go through it. Every single day at 6 a.m., because I know we all have different schedules, um, you're going to see a post, and obviously it's going to be there all day. So if you're not looking till noon, it's okay, or in the evening, fine. But sort it so you can see the date. It'll always tell you the date, and I'll give you the steps of what you need to do. You just follow that checklist and you write done in the comments. If you have questions, that's what I'm here for. I want to help you. So that's what you're going to do. And you're going to do it Monday through Friday, And then on Saturday, you're going to tell me, and there's going to be a post, how many you did. And if you did 5 out of 5, you get to be in the weekly cash drawing. If you did 3 out of 5, good job, but you don't get to be in the drawing, but you do get to stay in the group. If you didn't do anything or we didn't hear from you, we love you, but this is not the group from you. This is for those who are participating and want to be here, and you will be removed in a kind, loving way, and we'll ask that you join us next time when you're ready. So you've got to participate if you want to stay here. So that is the gist of how the group works. So that's the meat and the potato. Like, that is the thing. And I want you to commit for the next 5 weeks that your only job right now is just to show up every day, because you have decided and you've got a purpose and a reason. And if you commit every day and you do not even get one customer, you did not fail. Okay. You have built a strong foundation and they will come. It'd be very difficult to believe that you wouldn't get one customer, but you might not. Bob Heilig worked for a solid year and didn't get one customer until he begged his mom. So you never know. But regardless, we're not focusing on the results. We're focusing on the commitment and the tasks right now and building our belief. So that's how this group is going to work. So once a week, though, on Mondays mornings, I will be going live. Today might be a little longer than usual because I'm explaining the group as well, but there will be a training. And in that training, we'll talk about different topics. We're going to be talking about vision casting in just a second here. And then Monday nights at 8 p.m., we will have an event. So tonight, Shannon and Charlene are going to be sharing their stories. You do not want to miss it. But our whole thing and this whole group, and when you feel stuck, I want you to think of 2 things: share your story, invite to events. We will have an event every single Monday night. It'll be a Zoom event, probably about 20 minutes-ish. And then we have a team call with our big team. Not tonight because it's near 4th of July, but starting next week, we'll start getting back on our team calls. And that, again, optional. But that's what I want you to think about. Share your story, invite to events, and you're going to be committed. Now, let's talk about vision casting for a second. I had a hard time with it when I first started. I used to think like, okay, is this being prideful? Is this or that? Well, for me, when I actually wrote down my affirmation, my truths, and it was how God sees me, oh my goodness, I became unstoppable when I realized that I am called by Christ to do it. It's not about me failing, right? Like, he allows me to do this. And again, this just could be the vehicle for whatever it is that he has you and your family doing. But when I can like match my affirmations with scripture, oh my goodness. And I wrote down some scripture, but I lost my notebook, so I'm not even going to worry about it. But I want you to look at it. Like, you decide. And listen, later on this evening, I'm actually having another post about affirmations. So read that. I won't go into it all now, but the point is, you want to put them in your heart, because do you know, when you think positively or when you declare something, and especially if you know and believe it to be truth, your brain literally makes like new little pathways, and your brain wants to prove you right. So it wants to protect us. So that's why you feel like panic when you're about to reach out to someone. We're going to tell our brain, we're going to control our brains. We're going to tell them, no, I am safe. This is what I need to do because I am going to be a diamond ambassador. I am going to impact 1,000 lives. I'm going to help that family over there completely change their health. Whatever it is for you, you keep telling your brain, and your brain wants to prove you right. Okay. So we're going to make a vision board. I'm going to make a post in just a little bit with a vision board. You're just going to put 5 or 6 things that you want to accomplish in the next year. And so it could be whatever it is for you. I want to pay off this certain debt. I want to get my child a car. I want to, be able to afford baseball this year. I want to, whatever it is. I don't know. It's up to you. What I want to go on that cruise with, Plexus. Hey, or I want to, take my family on this certain vacation. I don't know what your goals and dreams are, but God put them in your heart, okay? And he has given you a way to be able to do them, and it's this, okay? You are in the right place, and I want you to know it. I want you to believe it. The next 5 weeks, life is going to happen, you guys. There's going to be some things that happen that you're not going to feel like doing it every single day. You look back at those affirmations, you look at that vision board, and you get to work. There's going to be some days where you need to drag yourself. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to follow these 4 things because I have dreams and I have goals and I have a purpose and something that I'm supposed to do. Listen, over the past 9 years, I've gone through every season of life. I've had struggles in my marriage. I've had struggles with parenting. I've grieved a loved one. I've, felt depressed at times. I felt burnt out at times. I felt like wanting to quit at times, but we show up anyway. And you know why? Because I want something different for my kids. I want to be able to stay home with them. I want to be able to take them on family vacations. I want my husband to be able to be with us. And we have been able to create this amazing life. Are we billionaires? Is everything perfect? Absolutely not. But we are satisfied and we are blessed and we have time together and we can afford baseball. We can afford private school. And this Plexus has been the vehicle that has been able to do that. And it's not just because I've been lucky. And I think you guys know that. It's because I have showed up for the past 9 years. And so I want you just to take these 5 weeks to build the habit of showing up for a life that God has designed for you. And this is the vehicle that it could be. So you decide, I want to see those vision boards. I want you to plug in. I want to know what it is for you. And listen, if you're not there yet, maybe you're just kind of starting out. I know we've got some new friends in here. It's okay. You borrow some of my belief. I'm going to be sharing diamond documentaries. Um, I'm going to be, we're really going to be talking a lot about mindset and things like that because the truth is, if you believe you're supposed to be here and you have a drive and a passion and a calling and and you got that fire in you, like I have right now, you guys, I've got this fire in me, this responsibility, this calling that you're unstoppable. You may not have a clue what you're doing, but when you want it and it's something like internal, I'm telling you, tasks or no tasks, like training or no training, you will figure it out. But if I give you all the right steps and give you every little checklist, like Brooke Hemingway, she's 3 times diamond. She has people on her team that go nowhere and do nothing, even though they have access to every single training there is, right? Like every team has that because it's not something they want internally. We cannot make people, okay? If you reach out to someone or even a teammate and they don't want it right now, that's okay. That doesn't make them bad or wrong. This isn't for everyone and it's okay. But it is for you. And I know that because you're here. So I love you guys. We are going to do it. We are going to have an incredible 5 weeks. We are committed. We're going to change some lives and you are prayed over and you are loved. So watch for the vision board post in just a little bit. And there's going to be an affirmation post tonight. Most of the days I'm not going to have more than one post. It's just because we're getting things set for the week. So the main things to watch for are the daily posts and the Monday lives. That's it. I love you guys. I'm so proud of you. And we will see you soon. All right, bye. And end. There we go. Okay, bye.